A Salt Lake City resident was visiting a Walmart store when he noticed a woman using an EBT card. When he followed her into the parking lot, his suspicions were confirmed. So he snapped a photo, posting it on social media to expose the truth. Vincent Janoska was growing increasingly fed up with what he suspected was rampant welfare abuse taking place in our country. As the annoyance he felt over the issue escalated, he saw something while shopping at Walmart that really made his blood boil. And that's putting it nicely. To be quite frank, what he witnessed downright pissed him off. The only question is, should it? You decide. She didn't speak English, used EBT card, then climbed into that, Vincent wrote on Facebook, alongside the photo he had snapped of the woman he had just witnessed using welfare to pay for her groceries. Indeed, it appeared the unnamed welfare recipient was jumping into a pricey, luxury-grade SUV with her free food, courtesy of the American taxpayers. I worked 7 days a week, out the SS, and put a steady oil supply into my 1991 Ford. I don't get an EBT card, Vincent wrote, explaining why the site left him fuming. Why? He asked rhetorically. It's sad. We work all our lives, and someone crosses the border and starts off better than my 50-year struggle. Immediately, critics found Vincent's post offensive and even accused him of racism. Vincent decided to edit the post, adding a fact which points out the naysayers' glaring hypocrisy. This post does not say what language she spoke. Everyone assumes Spanish. If the shoe fits, wear it, he added to the photo's caption. But it did little to quell the outrage some felt over his remarks. Many were quick to point out that the vehicle could have been borrowed, but others were just as fast to point out that incidents like the one Vincent's post appears to depict are seen every day. Sadly, as the debate raged on in the comments and the image went viral, the topic of immigration became the focus and the hate mail rolled in, some of which even wished for the man's death. Vincent took to Facebook again to address the issue, writing, 1,000 illegals cross the border a day. Some live off your tax dollars and drive better cars, and eat better, have great health care. It's a slap in the face to those doing it legally. Again, he included a photo of a woman in an SUV in a parking lot with his post. I was stating a point, not trying to start a race war, Vincent wrote in yet another post aimed at the criticism his previous remarks received. My mother wasn't born here and went through hell trying to become a citizen. I'll never forget the day she called crying and said she finally got her Social Security started, he recalled. It's a different world now. I go to Mexico and on the border. The Mexicans here legally hate illegals with a passion, he furthered. A relative of mine is 48 years old and has been here since age 5 and is still going through red tape to become a citizen, Vincent continued, trying to explain why he has issues with illegal immigration. It's just not fair. Any race or nationality here illegally shouldn't be allowed to jump in front of someone doing it legally. Then to top it off, those trying to become legal have to foot the bill for the illegals also, he added. So keep your boots on, the shit's gonna get deeper. Vincent then decided to address the copious threats he had received for sharing his opinion. Oh, and don't ever think a threat goes easy on me, he wrote. I've been down that road, here and overseas, and this hound can still hunt. So peace to all, and knock lightly on my front door. If you've ever been to the supermarket after a long workday, only to see someone using an electronic benefits transfer, EBT, food stamp card who appears not to need it, it's easy to understand why Vincent Janoska felt frustrated. While most of us are all for helping legal citizens who've fallen on hard times, it's another thing entirely to feel like someone is taking advantage of hardworking Americans and living like kings while they do it. Obviously, you can't judge a book by its cover, but you also can't address abuse if no one is willing to call out discrepancies they see.